Notre Dame Cathedral, a symbol of Paris, in flames. The images from April 2019 saddened the world. Filmmakers Chloé Rochereuil and Victor Agulon had been shooting a documentary on the world-famous landmark just weeks before the fire.
The day after the fire, we realized that our images are of extremely great value. We captured a moment in Notre Dame's history that we'll be able to pass on to the public. Whether European, American, Asian, or Parisian, everyone who ever visited has a special memory of Notre Dame.
They combined footage from before the inferno with newly shot material to make a second documentary titled Rebuilding Notre Dame. Their images of the current cathedral's interior are the only ones of their kind.
These images are indeed special because they were shot for virtual reality, that is, in 360 degrees with very high resolution and in 3D. That produces one image for the left eye and one for the right, which gives you the illusion of depth, as if you were actually there.
With a VR headset, people can immerse themselves in the world of Notre Dame for 16 minutes. Motion sensors allow them to move through and explore the structure independently. Such an experience in actual reality is no longer possible. Notre Dame is now closed to the public.
It's also a tourist landmark that each year drew millions of visitors of any faith or even without one. This is a monument of importance to the history of France, and it was important to us to put that across in our film.
Pascal Liévaux works for the French Culture Ministry and is one of the few allowed onto the construction site. His task is to preserve knowledge about the cathedral.
It's still the structure that best embodies the history of Paris. It was built right in the heart of the city on the banks of the River Seine. And all the great events in French history have at some time or other been connected to Notre Dame.
Ressenti à Notre-Dame.
As reconstruction is underway, scientists have set up a Notre Dame research site. They're examining, among other things, exposed building materials to learn more about the cathedral's origins.
The research will impact not only Notre Dame, but a broader understanding of our heritage.
The makers of Rebuilding Notre Dame acquired a very rare permit to film inside the damaged cathedral, but in some spots only one member of the team was allowed, the camera robot. Crumbling walls and high lead contamination pose too great a hazard to people in these areas.
We decided to use this robot to get right to the center of the cathedral, beneath this gaping hole. It wouldn't have been possible otherwise. It was such a great opportunity to get the camera in there. I wouldn't have been able to go there in person, but I can do it with virtual reality.
Now viewers the world over can watch the documentary at home. When possible, it'll be screened at a Paris cinema. Director Chloé Rochereux is delighted that she managed to be in the right place at the right time with the right technology.
When the fire broke out, it brought home to us that nothing is forever. Even a building that's so old and deeply anchored in the identity of Paris can disappear. But the soul of Notre Dame is still here. So I'm quite optimistic that it'll be possible to restore this building to its former beauty.
But it will take years of work to do so. If you don't want to wait that long, you can now tour Notre Dame in virtual reality.